Hello and welcome to another Sunday Million highlight show from POKERSTARS.tv. This edition for the 17th of July saw just over 6,180 runners generate a prize pool of $1.2 million. Another big Sunday on POKERSTARS, and here are the 9 lucky finalists in the Sunday Million, each bidding to walk away with a huge 6-figure win and a Sunday Million title. We'll get straight into the action. I'm Nick Wealthall. I must apologise. I have a little bit of a cold. I blame the British summertime, which apparently means horizontal rain, gale force wind, and about 62 degrees. Very disappointing. Does allow me to do slightly different Sunday Million coverage, though. 9 men, 1 dream. Doesn't work, does it? Hervets has opened the action with all the 5s. Hervet from Norway, under the gun. And he'll get 3-bet by Renato Art. Culture. Player from Brazil. Pretty aggressive 3-bet with King Jack against under the gun hand. Tough one. I guess some players would flat. Some players would 3-bet. Hervet is going to flat call with Ace Queen and bink a lovely flop. Top 2 for him. And the draw for Renato Art. Jack of Hearts giving the flush draw and the gut shot for Broadway. I guess he'll bet. Slightly strange because of Hervet's stack. Well, he does put in a big bet, which means that I'm pretty sure he's going to be obligated to call if Hervet makes the shove I think we all think he's going to make. Yep, in go his chips. And Renato Art is going to call it off, and we'll have a big pot on just hand 2 of the final table. Over 14 million in it. Hervet is the favourite, but lots of outs for Renato Art. Hervet fades the turn. He is the all-in player, needs his hand to hold up, and it will do just that. Full house for Hervet. Great start to his final table. Puts him right up amongst the chip leaders. On we go, hand number 4. And a short stack of draw Z is in the big blind. Player from the Russian Federation with just 4 big blinds behind. Everybody's going to fold round to Kev Steele, UK player. Yay, UK. That's my partisanship. It slips out the side. I'm a citizen of the world. I'm joking. There's no partisanship. Hervet shoves. And Drawsy is going to call. He may well have called with any 2 with that shorter stack, but he does have an ace. And he's in a good spot to double up here with the ace-8. Not so much anymore. Queen on the flop for Hervet. Going to make it tough for Drawsy to come back, and that's going to make it super tough. Jack for a straight would have been a chop. That was about it, I think. Hervet hitting hands when it counts at the start of the final table. Drawsy sent to the rail in 9th spot, $9,500 and change, leaving 8 players in the Sunday Million. Still 150, 300,000 blinds as we watch hand number 11. And got a few shortish stacks now, a few players just above the 10 big blind level. So I think a few more confrontations look likely. Kev Steele in the small blind has just over 10 big blinds. He'll do the logical thing with ace-4 and stick it in. And Hervet has the same hand. Thinking about what to do. So just over 10 big blind shove. He does call. And not too much drama as they have the same hand. Flush possibilities, of course. But not so likely anymore. And looks like we're going to chop this one up. Unless they change the rules or something. Person with the most fouls gets the pot. No, we're not doing that. We're just splitting it up. So no drama in hand number 11. And there wouldn't be too much drama over the next few hands. We'll jump on to hand number 23. And Davo Dam from Serbia picks up the bullets. Aces, and what does he have? Just over 12 big blinds, so he'll try the min raise, see if he can get a little bit of action. Give somebody the illusion that he will fold some of the time. Folded around to Manuel Mendez from Brazil in the big blind, who flat calls with king-queen. Doesn't want to catch a king or a queen on the flop. He thinks he does. I, with my power of card reading omniscience, know that that would be bad, because he would probably go broke. He does catch queen. Well, it's interesting. He's done more than that. Catches the queen, but also catches the king-high flush draw. So money is going to go in. It's just a question of how Manuel will lead out and Davo will call. Interesting. And a diamond on the turn. I'm interested that Davo didn't just shove there because, well, first of all, Manuel could catch a diamond, but also another diamond could kill his action. He's going for the slow play, and now what does he do? Well, he reads souls is what he does. Manuel Mendez with the king-high flush can't get paid. Interesting hand. It does leave Davo Dam short-stacked. Has just 4 big blinds left after that confrontation, and Manuel Mendez may have the cards to deal with him here, although there's action before that. Rocks at 88 from the Russian Federation will shove. Perfectly reasonable shove with a very short stack. Manuel Mendez gets to re-raise. And Davo Dam, who would probably have had to get the money in there, can fold and potentially move up at least one money spot here if Manuel's jacks hold up. Rocks at 88 is the all-in player and is at risk of elimination. Interesting flop. Roxa does make a pair. The jack's still ahead. Roxa can't hit his king now. Manuel has that straight draw. So Roxa in trouble, does hit his king, but it doesn't help. Manuel Mendez makes the straight, and he will take down the 5.5 million chip pot. Roxa 88 heads to the rail, and the 2 Russian Federation players are out first, I'm afraid, for you Russian Federation fans. Just under $15,000 for Roxa 88, and we're 7-handed. And Fizilek from Poland will open the action. Lots of chips and a dodgy ace. And Davo Dam, who's now super short stacked, having moved up one more in the money, finds a picture card and will go with it. King 6 up against the ace 4. Davo Dam at risk here. Needs a little bit of help. 4 million chips in the middle could get him back into things. No help so far, although he can catch a 10 for a straight now, as well as a king or a 6. Nine of spades changes nothing. And Fizilek will knock out Davo Dam. Great run through this 6,000 runner tournament. But the Serbian player finishes 7th, $27,200, swelling his bank account. Now, if you'd like to swell your bank account, we'd like you to play the Sunday Million. So much so, we're going to give you a free shot at it. All you do is hit Tourney, free roll, and search for the online poker show free roll from that list. And we'll give you a password if you stay listening to my slightly bunged up commentary.
Growing up on the circuit, everyone wanted to offer me advice. When to bet, when to fold, when to raise, what to wear, what to eat. But there was one piece of advice that took me to a new level.
Daniel, don't do anything stupid.
At PokerStars.com, there's a tournament starting every second. Develop your game at the world's largest poker site.
Welcome back. Final table, Sunday Million time, and we are 6 runners strong. 2 Brazilians and then 4 other nationalities contesting the title, and the UK player Kev Steele would move up over the next few hands from short stack to mid stack. It is Fizilek from Poland that still leads the way though, and he has ace queen. We're playing 200,000, 400,000 blinds now, so just under 40 big blinds is our biggest chip stack. Renato Art with just under 10 will be your short stack. Decides not to do anything rash with the 9-5. Kev Steele with the king-jack. Might well just call here. No, he takes the aggressive action, shoves, and will get quickly called by Fizilek. So, Kev Steele at risk here. Big pot, 17 million chips strong. And Kev Steele banks a jack. How sweet that card is for him. 3 of diamonds doesn't change anything. Fizilek trying to catch the river and knock out another player, but can't get it done. So Kev Steele's aggression lands him in slight jeopardy, but he gets out of it. And almost 17 million chips are his reward. He'd chip up a little bit more. Fizzolek now short stacked. Kev Steele now the chip leader with over 18 million. It's folded round to Renato Art on the button in hand 57. And he'll shove with ace-6. Well, this is going to be interesting because 2 real hands in the blinds. This is bad luck for Renato. Kev Steele will shove. And now what do you do with 9s if you're Havet? He folds them. Well, it looked pretty close. Still a big laydown. But he makes it. And interesting to see, because I like to play results, if he would have won if he'd called. Renato doesn't care about that. He cares about getting lucky with his ace-6, which is exactly what he's done. 2 pair on the turn. And a full house just for good measure. He sucks out, but that's the way it goes. He was always going to get it in there with his ace-6. Just got a little bit lucky, and he'll survive to fight another day. And he's rewarded with 2 kings. That's nice, isn't it? Ari Contra, a player we haven't seen in action so far. And the first time we'll see him in action, he's got all his money in the middle and he's rung into pocket kings. That's no fun. Renato will do the logical thing, but his money, almost identical chip stacks for the 2 of them, slightly unusually. Just under the 7 million chip mark. And Ari Contra will get the bad news that he's run into a monster here. Still has that 30% shot to survive. But Renato Art is the big favourite. Not anymore. Doesn't even have the decency to wait before hitting that ace. Nobody has a club, so just a king on the river can change this. 10 of diamonds is not a king, and Ari Contra will get the best of that showdown. Gets a little bit lucky, although of course a totally standard hand. And Renato Art all but out, and quickly afterwards would be out. So the Brazilian, unlucky in the pot that mattered, but still lucky to the tune of $39,500. And we're into the big money. 5-handed now, with Fizzolek shoving short stacked. With King 7 off. The players would actually chop up the money here. We'd have a 5-way chop. I'll give you confirmation of the payouts when we get to the end of proceedings. Still playing for a chunk of cash and the Sunday Million title, of course. And Kev Steele will make a call here. Getting good odds on this call. And has a good hand, and it's just got a little bit better. I was going to say a good hand versus the King 7. It was pretty close. Fizzolek, who did have big chips a short time ago, looks like he's going to leave us in 5th. Not so much. 7 on the river. Well, he had the best hand pre-flop, and it was the best hand by the end of the board running out. He's up to over 6 million. Kev Steele down to 10.5. Fizzolek has lost a few more chips, so we rejoin the action. Ari Contra, the big beneficiary of all those downswings. He's got 29 million now and is really starting to dominate things. Havet will shove his short stack here. And quickly called by Ari Contra with the big chips and the pocket 8s. So a race for Havet's tournament life. The Norwegian player needing to catch with his Queen Jack, and the flop doesn't help him. Neither does the turn, so needs to see some paint, as they say. Not that paint, the other paint. No, he's run out of chances. Havet leaves us in 5th spot. $64,500 was his share of the chop. Hand 75, and Kev Steele will open with the ace-5 suited. Fizzolek with the 2 red 9s and an easy shove. And I think Kev will have to call this one. Only another 2.5 million. He does make the call. Fizzolek the favourite to double up, but he's also the player at risk if these 9s don't hold up. So far, so good for the Polish player. Well, now Kev Steele can hit a 4 or an ace, of course. And it is the ace. A little bit of Greenstein magic. Ace on the